Sagittarius, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for November. This is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate, it may not. If it does resonate, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. Okay, Sagittarius. So in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, Sagittarius. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Pentacles, okay? Okay, so the month of November is going to be quite interesting for you. You know, we're talking about the month before your birthday. This is huge, okay? We're talking about a major shift that's happening here, and the shift is going to start with you. It's going to start in your sign, okay? Now, Mars is going to be conjunct the Mercury stationary, going retrograde. So a lot of you are reevaluating something here, okay, with the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of reevaluating. It's a card of reassessing. It is a card of looking at your investments. Where have you been putting your time, your energy, your resources, your money, right? So there's something that you're conservatively looking at here at the beginning of November. And this could have a lot to do with travel. It could have a lot to do with a destination that you're going to. Maybe you're reevaluating or rethinking your life. There's also a lot of this meditating, like going within, trying to find answers within, you know, inside of yourself to get clear on something here, because something in your life's been really confusing. But that's a good thing. It's a good thing that you're, you know, taking the time out to reevaluate the situation. So let's see how this is going to play out for you. In the recent past, you have the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and you have the Four of Wands. So in the recent past, there was definitely this overwhelming feeling, okay, in the past for you, connected to a relationship that you were in. Many of you were living with someone, or maybe you were in a relationship with someone where there was a lot of this expectation coming from you. Like, I'm expecting you to be like this, or I'm expecting you to do this, right? So in the recent past, you know, there was this feeling of being tired. It's like, I'm drained. I'm tired from the situation. It's not really feeding me. Something here wasn't feeding you here in the past, even though it may have felt, there may have been this feeling of like, oh, you know, this looks like a really happy family. You know, we look really happy together, and we look very like la-di-da and stuff, right? But I think deep down inside, there was a lot of this tired energy, like overwhelmed energy, and it may have felt as if something here in the past, Sagittarius, was coming to an end for you, right? Like something was closing out for you here in the past. We're going to find out more after when we clarify. Now, in the present moment, you have the Star, you have the Page of Wands, and you have the Strength. So in the present moment, there is this energy of moving into a new direction, okay? Many of you are moving into a new direction. There's something that you're really passionate about. There's something that you really enjoy doing. It's almost like you're looking towards the future in the present moment. You're like, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do a new project, or I'm ready to start something new here. And you are going in boldly. There's an energy of like, I'm going in boldly. I'm doing this. I'm not holding back anymore. I'm going to do what I love. You know, so there's a strong energy here of future. Like, I'm ready to go here. So we're going to talk more about this new beginning for you. It could be a new project that you're doing. It could be, you know, something here that you've always wanted to do and you're finally doing it in the present moment, and you have the inner strength. You know, the good thing is you have the inner strength. Mars is going to be conjunct Mercury in your sign, but it's going to start going retrograde. So there could be something here that you need to be aware of. When I clarify these cards, we're going to get more information on that for you, okay? Okay, now in the near future for you, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and you have the Nine of Swords. Something here is worrying you in the near future. And again, I feel like this is very much connected to the retrograde. You need to be aware of this. So there's definitely something here about your work. Could be a project that you're doing, something here that you're working on that you need to be aware of. One of my suggestions intuitively that I'm getting is that you really need to be logical about whatever you're launching during November, okay? So like if you're launching something in November, let's say you're like putting something out or you're launching something or you're taking action on something, make sure that you have everything in a row. Like make sure you have done everything that you need to do before you take action. Really reevaluate things. This is why the Seven of Pentacles is here for you. There's this big energy of reevaluating, checking everything before you move forward. So I don't feel that this is a bad thing. I feel that if you kind of just let things go and you take a nonchalant attitude, it really can create stress for you. But if you're focused and you are logical about the situation, I feel like it's going to go well for you. Now, if this is about love, because for some of you, this is about love, there's something that's been worrying you for quite some time. Like you're worried about the situation. The good news here is that you don't need to worry about it. It's going to work itself out the way it needs to. Mercury retrograde is actually a perfect time to reevaluate things. So I feel that's something that you're going to be doing in the near future. Okay. So let's get into your reading. Let's do some clarification. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so in the recent past, you have the Page of Cups, the Sun, and you have the Five of Pentacles. So in the recent past, there's definitely this feeling of leaving something behind. A lot of you left something behind here in the past because it wasn't supporting your happiness. There could have been a lot of this forgiveness, this feeling of, like, I'm sorry that I had to do this. I'm sorry that I, had to maybe let go of the situation. Some of you either got fired or you fired someone, or maybe you disconnected from someone, or maybe you did something, that affected this person on a deep level. But either way, you did it because it wasn't making you happy. There was something here in your life that just wasn't bringing you happiness anymore. And deep down inside, Sagittarius, you felt like it was coming to an end. Like you felt this. You felt that maybe this person wasn't bringing value to you. They weren't, supporting you maybe the way that you felt that you needed to be supported here. But either way, when you left the situation or you disengaged from it, it brought you so much happiness knowing that you were able to truly disconnect from the situation. Okay. Some of you ended a relationship here in the past. Maybe you divorced somebody here in the past, or you simply were just fed up. Some of you were just simply fed up, about a situation, so you just said, hey, I'm out, peace, like I'm gone. There was something here about something in your life, it was cut because it just wasn't bringing you the value that you needed here in the past. And I think your priority here in the past, Sagittarius, was your happiness. If something here wasn't bringing you the happiness and support that you needed, then you may have said to yourself, you know what, this isn't for me. It's not for me, right? So I feel in the recent past, there was this feeling of needing to cut off unnecessary things, baggage, people, relationships, things that just weren't serving you here in the past. Okay, now in the present moment, you're finally doing something that you love. Like you love doing something here. Like you love taking action towards a situation. You love, there's something here that you're really passionate about, that you really enjoy doing. I do feel that there's some unfinished business with someone from your past. It's not going to resonate with all of you. There's some unfinished business with somebody here from the past. Could be a Cancer that you're dealing with here in the past, maybe a Taurus. I'm also getting a Leo here, okay? So some of you still have a very strong connection with someone. I do feel that when you go on this journey, there's a new journey that you're going on in the present moment. Either you're traveling or you're going on a trip. There's something that's going to awaken within you, and you're going to realize how much you either missed an opportunity with someone from the past, or you still believe there's an opportunity here, or this person from the past plays a vital role in this new direction that you're taking. Whether you agree now or not, you're going to realize around your birthday, like, oh, this person from my past, maybe they do have some sort of like connection with what I'm doing, this new thing. There's something new that you're doing, okay? It's a new project or something new. This is connected to maybe a relationship as well. So some of you still feel connected to someone from your past. Now, you may not feel that in the present moment, but as the retrograde goes through, there's going to be a missing piece to the puzzle that you didn't see coming. And you may say, oh, that's why we broke up, or that's why there was a disconnect, or that's why this happened. But either way, there's something from your past, either a relationship or a past memory, that is going to contribute to this new direction that you take. So even though you feel lucky, even though you feel like, ooh, I'm moving into a new direction, I'm starting something new, there's something from your past that's in connection to something new that you're doing. And you may need to go back to the past, or you may need to go back to a relationship in order to fill the missing piece of the puzzle. Okay? Because there could be some unfinished business there with a particular person, maybe somebody here that you were once in a relationship with, or maybe you still have feelings for this person from your past, right? Or maybe this is somebody that you worked with at one point, right? So the message here for you is that even though you're starting something new, don't forget about where you came from. Some of you are forgetting about where you came from. Some of you may feel that you're not quite as successful as you need to be. Some of you are saying, oh, I should be more successful by now. I should already have X, Y, and Z. Well, no, you're on a journey, right? So you may need to recognize what you learned from a past relationship, or what you gathered from a past relationship, in order to take advantage of a new opportunity. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to go back with this person, live with them, marry them, and be with them, but there's some vital piece of information. Some of you are going to get it. Like, you're going to watch this here and say, oh, I know what you're talking about. Others of you aren't going to get it until the end of Mercury retrograde. Some of you come back, you watch my videos a month or two later, and you're like, oh, now I know what she was talking about. That's the whole point of my videos. The videos are not out to tell you everything now for you to get it. It's for you to see the video, consume the video, and then come back and fully get a bigger picture of what's actually taking place for you in your life. So in the present moment, there's a missing piece of the puzzle from something or someone from your past. You're going to say, oh, that's why I went through that, or that's why I went through that, because I learned something from it. And that information that you gather, you're going to be able to apply it to a new direction, a new project, or something new that you've always wanted to accomplish and achieve. But if you don't have that key to plug into the project or the thing that you're doing, the new direction that you're moving into, you may miss an opportunity, right? So don't look at your past as a bad thing. Some of you are looking at your past as like, oh, I failed there, or oh, it didn't work out. Maybe that's going to determine whether or not I'm going to be successful in the near future. That's not the case. You went through certain things in your life in order to be able to have character, to create value within yourself, to be able to apply that information, that knowledge, to make a better future for yourself. So in every situation in your life, there's an opportunity. You just have to recognize what it is and then apply that information. And that's what you're being called to do in the present moment, okay? Now, in the near future, you have the Hangman, the Three of Wands, and the Devil. You're really holding yourself back here in the near future. It's very much connected to your career, a new direction that you want to take, because you're worried. One of the things that you're worried about, whether this is love or your career, whatever in your life, don't be afraid to take action on something. Don't be afraid to take that trip. Don't be afraid to take that opportunity. Don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. A lot of you are afraid to do this because you're afraid of failure. You may be saying to yourself, well, what if I fail again? What if it doesn't work out? What if what if I end up in a bad situation again? There's a lot of overthinking here in the near future. And when the sun finally enters into your sign, there's going to be so many opportunities for you. But that fear that fear of failure, that fear of not being perfect, that fear of, well, what if it doesn't work out for me? You need to let that go. You really do here in the near future, because the more you overthink something, the less likely it is you're going to achieve it or do it. Okay. So it's going to be really important that you recognize and realize what your full potential is. Now, even if you don't want to take action, let's say you don't want to take action during Mercury retrograde, that's valid. But by the end of Mercury retrograde, you're going to realize, wow, there's so many opportunities. There's so many things that I can achieve, that I can do, that I can, have. There's a strong emphasis here of perfection. It's like, oh, it needs to be perfect or I can't take action. No, it's not true. It doesn't need to be perfect. You just need to get it done, because the opportunity is going to be there for you in the near future. Okay, so don't overthink things. I think a lot of the stress and anxiety that's coming from the situation is from overthinking. And instead of overthinking the situation, you should just flow with it, because you're going to learn something from the situation. So let's get some advice for you. What's the advice? Okay. So your advice here is the Knight of Cups. You have the Three of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So your biggest piece of advice here is to ask yourself, is something that has fleeting emotions or something in your life that's just inconsistent? Like there's a lack of emotions there. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. You need to ask yourself if a certain situation in your life is something worth going back to. Okay, is it worth going back to a relationship that's inconsistent, up and down? Is it still in alignment with my passion, my goals, my desires, my needs, my wants? There's something here about reconciling, okay, with somebody here who's been very inconsistent with you. You're either reconciling with this person to truly understand whether or not your passion is still there for the situation, or whether or not it's time to completely let it go. The month of November is a transformative month. It's really the final phase where we let go of the crap in our life. Like we let go of the garbage in our lives. So the main message here for you, Sagittarius, is recognizing, what am I passionate about? What is worthy of my time, my efforts, my emotions? Because here's the thing, if you're focused on things that are not supporting you, that are not making you feel alive, that are not helping you to get closer to your passion, then this could be something that you need to review at this time. There's definitely inconsistency here in something that you're passionate about or that you love doing, but I feel the month of November is really going to allow you a point to really ask yourself, is this something I'm still passionate about? Is this something that I still want? And if it's not something that you want, maybe it is time to, disconnect from it and let it go in order for you to make room for the things that you love. So a reconciliation, coming back together with a particular person, is going to be up to you, but this is going to come up for you. This is going to be a big part of your advice. Whether this is about love or not, you need to feel in alignment with things emotionally in order to put energy towards them. If you're not emotionally in alignment with it, then maybe it's time to reevaluate. This is what you don't see coming. Reevaluate where you're putting your energy. A lot of you are going to realize that, putting your energy towards something that you love, that you're passionate about, is going to help offset anxiety, stress, extra drama that you don't need. Some of you think that a situation that's been really up and down is going to change. It's only going to change when you want it to change, when you believe that it's not for you anymore. This is what's happening, okay? And it may be hard to let go of, but just remember, by the end of November, there's a shift. Things are not going to be the same. So recognize that, recognize what's in alignment with you and what's not in alignment with you, and determine whether or not it's worthy of you continuously giving your energy to it, okay? And that's going to be a big part of your advice. Sagittarius, I want to thank you so much for tuning into this. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.